Hey everyone, ready to dive deep into the world of Minecraft? The movie? Released on April 10th, 2025. This film has sparked endless discussions, and today, we're uncovering every thrilling detail. If you enjoy this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps us grow. And for more incredible movie explorations and hidden gems, subscribe to the channel. Now, let's unravel the magic behind this cinematic masterpiece. On April 10th, 2025, the world of cinema was forever transformed as Minecraft. The movie made its highly anticipated debut. A film adaptation of one of the most iconic video games of all time, Minecraft has captured the hearts and imaginations of millions across the globe. From humble beginnings as a sandbox game that allowed players to create vast, intricate worlds block by block, to becoming a pop culture phenomenon with a lasting impact, Minecraft has shaped an entire generation's sense of creativity and adventure. But translating such a vast, open-ended experience into a feature film was no small task. Yet, when the credits rolled on that opening night, it became clear that Minecraft, the movie, was no ordinary adaptation. It was an extraordinary cinematic event that redefined what it meant to bring a game to life. From the moment the film's opening credits begin, we are thrust into the familiar yet reimagined world of Minecraft. It's a breathtaking sight. The pixelated blocks that fans have spent countless hours mining, crafting, and exploring suddenly come to life in stunning 3D, with every detail meticulously rendered to capture the spirit of the game while enhancing it for the big screen. The landscapes are vast, the mobs frighteningly lifelike, and the sense of adventure never before so palpable. The visuals alone are enough to leave any fan of the game in awe, but it's the way the movie blends these visuals with an emotionally engaging narrative that truly sets it apart. At the heart of this cinematic journey is Alex, portrayed by Jason Momoa. Known for his roles in action-packed films and series, Momoa brings a grounded yet epic energy to the character. Alex isn't your typical action hero. Instead, she's a disillusion builder, a former adventurer who has lost her way. She once thrived in the world of Minecraft, crafting towering castles, delving into dark dungeons, and uncovering the mysteries of the world. But now she's disconnected from it all. Her journey isn't just one of survival or action. It's a story about rediscovery. It's about finding purpose and meaning in a world that, for all its boundless possibilities, can feel empty when you've lost touch with the very thing that made it special. But Alex's journey is just the beginning. The world of Minecraft is under threat like never before. The Ender Blight, a malevolent force from the distant reaches of the End, has begun spreading across the overworld. Villages are decimated, forests wither, and the sky itself seems to darken as the Blight's influence grows stronger. Mobs that once roamed the land peacefully, creepers, endermen, even animals, are transformed into twisted versions of themselves, more dangerous and unpredictable. The overworld is in peril, and it's up to Alex to lead a group of unlikely heroes on a quest to save the world before it's too late. What makes Minecraft, the movie, particularly remarkable isn't just the world building, though. It's the way the movie stays true to the spirit of the game while exploring deeper themes of creation, destruction, and redemption. The film's plot hinges on the discovery of an ancient artifact, the Crown of Creation, which is said to possess the power to restore balance to the world. However, the crown is hidden in the most perilous corners of Minecraft's universe, in places like the Nether and the End, and only those brave enough can hope to find it before the Blight consumes everything. This sets up a thrilling race against time as Alex and her team of survivors embark on an adventure that tests their limits, not just physically but emotionally as well. As Alex and her companions venture deeper into the world, they encounter familiar, yet terrifyingly altered mobs. The Endermen, once enigmatic creatures, have become the Blight's foot soldiers, their eyes glowing with an eerie purple light. Creepers, those explosive menace of the Minecraft world, have become erratic, more dangerous than ever. Alongside them is Lara, a fierce warrior who challenges Alex's sense of purpose, and Steve, a skilled and logical ally with a deep personal connection to Alex that adds a layer of complexity to their relationship. Their dynamic, tension, camaraderie, and moments of genuine warmth is one of the film's highlights, providing emotional depth amid the grand spectacle. The film builds toward a stunning climax, one that unfolds in the heart of the end, where Alex and her team face the Blight head-on in a battle that blends the thrill of video game combat with the stakes of a high-stakes fantasy adventure. The visual effects here are nothing short of breathtaking. The end is realized in all its haunting beauty: floating islands, vast voids, and an ominous sky that looms over the heroes as they prepare for their final showdown. The action is fast-paced and exhilarating, but what sets it apart is the emotional weight it carries. Alex's final confrontation with the Blight is not just a battle for survival, but a personal reckoning. It's a moment where Alex must confront her past, embrace her identity as a creator, and ultimately use the very skills she's long since abandoned to rebuild the world around her. At the heart of Minecraft, the movie is a message about the power of creation and the importance of community. It's a story about rediscovering joy in what you create, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. In the film, every block placed, every obstacle overcome, and every world built is a reflection of human ingenuity and spirit. It's a powerful reminder that, no matter how broken or destroyed something may seem, there is always potential for renewal. It's about finding meaning in a world that seems to be constantly changing and realizing that, much like in Minecraft itself, we hold the power to shape our own destiny, block by block. But what truly makes Minecraft, the movie, a cultural phenomenon is its ability to transcend the boundaries of its origins. It's not just a film for fans of the game, but a film that speaks to anyone who has ever felt lost, disconnected, or in need of rediscovering their creative spark. The film resonates with themes of perseverance, resilience, and the importance of embracing your inner creator. For viewers who grew up playing the game, it's an emotional nostalgia trip that celebrates everything that made Minecraft great. For new audiences, it's an introduction to a world filled with endless possibilities and exciting adventures. The movie also does something rare in the world of game-to-film adaptations. It doesn't treat the source material as a mere stepping stone for flashy visuals or fan service. Instead, it uses the Minecraft universe as a backdrop to tell a universal story about self-discovery, teamwork, and the act of building something greater than oneself. The performances are exceptional, particularly Momoa's portrayal of Alex. His ability to balance the tough exterior of a seasoned adventurer with the vulnerability of someone seeking redemption is one of the film's greatest strengths. The soundtrack of Minecraft, the movie, also plays a significant role in amplifying its emotional impact. The score blends orchestral swells with electronic beats, capturing the sense of wonder, danger, and triumph that defines the Minecraft experience. From the serene moments of exploration to the high-octane action sequences, the music ties everything together, adding an extra layer of immersion. As Minecraft, the movie continues to make waves, it's clear that it has become more than just a blockbuster release. It has tapped into something deep within its audience, something that goes beyond nostalgia or video game fandom. The film has reminded viewers of the limitless potential of human creativity and the power of collaborative effort. It's a celebration of what happens when we build together, dream together, and face the unknown with courage and hope. As the credits roll and the film draws to a close, the world of Minecraft lingers in the hearts and minds of the audience. This isn't just a one-time adventure. It's a call to action. It invites everyone, whether seasoned players or newcomers, to pick up their metaphorical pickaxes and start creating. Whether that means diving into the world of Minecraft itself or simply carrying the message of the film into their own lives, Minecraft, the movie, serves as a reminder that we all have the ability to shape our worlds one block at a time. In the end, Minecraft, the movie, isn't just about the adventure of saving a virtual world. It's about the adventure of rediscovering ourselves, the people around us, and the boundless potential for creation that exists in every moment. And that's why this film isn't just extraordinary. It's a cultural touchstone, one that will continue to resonate for years to come. The first half of Minecraft, the movie, begins with the distant sound of a pickaxe hitting stone, slowly cutting through the silence of a vast, empty world. We are introduced to Alex, played by Jason Momoa, who stands at the edge of a cliff, looking out over the familiar but unfamiliar landscape of the Minecraft universe. Her eyes scan the horizon, as if searching for something that has long since been lost. An adventure, a purpose, or perhaps a part of herself. The towering mountains, the endless forests, the flowing rivers. All of it seems almost alien now. The magic that once drew her in, the thrill of building and exploring, has faded into a distant memory. The overworld, once a place of endless possibilities, now feels like a barren wasteland to her. It's been years since Alex last ventured out into the world of Minecraft. She used to be a master builder, known across the land for her incredible creations, her ability to craft intricate structures and navigate the dangerous realms of the Nether and End. But now, all that remains is a feeling of emptiness. Alex spends her days in a small, humble home on the edge of a village she once helped build. She avoids contact with others, hiding away from the bustling world around her, as if the very act of creation has become too painful. As we begin to understand Alex's internal conflict, the movie shifts to a larger threat emerging in the world, a shadow that seems to loom over everything. The Ender Blight, a malevolent force from the far reaches of the End, has begun to spread across the overworld, causing strange, unnatural occurrences. Plants wither, animals vanish, and once friendly mobs turn into aggressive, hostile creatures. It's clear that something terrible is happening, but no one knows how to stop it. It's only when a group of survivors stumbles into Alex's village, looking for help, that the true extent of the danger becomes apparent. Lara, a fierce warrior and one of the survivors, becomes the first person to truly break through Alex's isolation. Lara, who has fought in countless battles, is not someone easily discouraged. She immediately recognizes Alex's potential, seeing in her the same spirit of creativity and resilience that once made her a legend. But Alex is reluctant, unsure of herself and unwilling to step back into the role she once played. The world's beyond saving, Alex mutters to herself, a quiet declaration of surrender. But Lara doesn't give up. She's determined to recruit Alex for a dangerous quest, one that requires a rare and powerful artifact, the Crown of Creation, to stop the Ender Blight from consuming everything. The crown, an ancient relic hidden deep within the Nether, is said to hold the power to reverse the Blight's influence, restoring balance to the world. But there's a catch. No one knows exactly where it is, and retrieving it means traveling through some of the most dangerous parts of the Minecraft world, places that even the bravest adventurers avoid. However, Lara believes that Alex is the only one with the knowledge and skill to find it. Alex, still conflicted, is hesitant. But when the village is attacked by a mob of corrupted creepers, led by a massive, mutated version of the creature, her resistance starts to crack. The attack is swift and brutal. Buildings are destroyed in a matter of seconds as the creepers explode with terrifying precision. Alex reluctantly steps into action. She uses her knowledge of the world and her ability to craft tools on the fly to help the villagers defend themselves, her instincts kicking in despite her hesitation. It's in this moment, as she crafts weapons, reinforces walls, and leads the charge against the oncoming mob, that Alex realizes she's not ready to let go of her connection to Minecraft. She's just been waiting for the right cause. In the aftermath of the battle, Alex finally agrees to join Lara and the group of survivors. Their journey begins, and as they travel deeper into the wilderness, the film does an exceptional job of highlighting both the wonder and danger of the Minecraft world. The group passes through towering forests, vast deserts, and treacherous mountain ranges, each setting more breathtaking than the last. The film's visuals are a stunning marriage of the game's signature blocky aesthetics with breathtaking CGI effects that make the world feel alive, pulsing with possibility. However, the beauty of the world is marred by the constant threat of the Ender Blight. As they journey deeper, strange things begin to happen. The sky grows darker, the air feels heavier, and eerie whispers seem to float on the wind. The group begins to notice subtle signs of corruption around them. Trees turning black, rivers turning a sickly green, and mobs attacking without warning. The deeper they go, the more dangerous the world becomes. One pivotal moment comes when they cross paths with a group of Endermen, their glowing purple eyes more menacing than ever before. Once mysterious, these creatures now seem like harbingers of doom, their eerie presence chilling the air. A tense standoff ensues, with Alex trying to calm the situation, recalling the peaceful, enigmatic nature of Enderman from her earlier days. But the Blight's influence has turned them into something far more sinister. The Endermen attack, and the group is forced to fight back, marking the first true test of their unity. In this battle, Alex's leadership skills begin to emerge, and it's clear that, despite her reluctance, she's still a natural leader. Her strategic thinking and quick decision-making saving the group from certain death. The group presses on, but tensions begin to rise as the journey becomes increasingly perilous. Steve, another survivor and an old friend of Alex's, begins to grow concerned. Steve, more cautious and practical than Lara, questions Alex's ability to lead the group when she's clearly struggling with her inner demons. "You can't keep running from who you are, Alex," Steve tells her one night around the campfire, his words laced with both frustration and concern. Alex bristles at his comment, refusing to acknowledge the truth behind it. Steve's concerns add a layer of complexity to Alex's journey. He knows her better than anyone, and his words serve as a constant reminder of the emotional weight she's carrying. As the group nears the edge of the Nether, the danger escalates. The once clear path is now full of obstacles. Lava flows, ghast-infested caverns, and dangerous mobs that lurk in the shadows. The group finds themselves trapped in a cave system filled with hostile mobs, and it's here that the tension between Alex and Steve reaches its breaking point. Steve, unable to keep quiet any longer, confronts Alex about her reluctance to fully engage with the mission. "We need you," he tells her. "The world needs you." In this moment, Alex is forced to confront her past, her feelings of inadequacy, her fear of failure, and her belief that the world is better off without her. It's an emotional turning point, and as Alex finally admits her fears to the group, there's a shift in her. She realizes that she isn't running away from the world. She's running away from herself. In this vulnerable moment, Alex finds the strength to move forward, not because she believes the world is worth saving, but because she believes that her journey, her very existence, still has purpose. The group finally reaches the edge of the Nether, where the landscape grows increasingly treacherous. The film teases what's to come with a haunting shot of a distant mountain, where the entrance to the Crown's resting place is said to be hidden. As the group prepares for the next leg of their journey, the camera lingers on Alex, her face now filled with a quiet determination. She's no longer just following the others. She's leading them toward a goal that may just restore everything she's lost. The first half of Minecraft. The movie ends on this note of hope, with Alex poised to face the next challenge, knowing that whatever happens, she's no longer alone in the fight to save the world. As the screen fades to black, the suspense lingers. The audience is left wondering what lies ahead. Will Alex and her team succeed in finding the crown of creation? What other dangers await them in the depths of the Nether and beyond? And, perhaps most importantly, will Alex find her true purpose, not just as a leader, but as a creator in a world that desperately needs rebuilding? The stakes have been set, the tension has been established, and the adventure is only just beginning. As the second half of Minecraft, the movie begins, the momentum that has been steadily building surges into a full-scale adventure. The journey through the overworld has prepared Alex and her group for what lies ahead, but the true test of their resolve is yet to come. With their goal in sight, finding the crown of creation, the stakes are higher than ever, and the world around them becomes increasingly perilous. The group approaches the outskirts of the Nether, the air growing thick with heat and danger. Lava pools bubble menacingly beneath their feet, and the once familiar landscape is now alien and hostile. The ground cracks with each step, sending tremors through the air. There is a palpable tension among the group. They have no idea what they'll face next, but they know they are far from safe. The Nether is as deadly as it is beautiful, an unforgiving realm where even the bravest adventurers can lose themselves. This is where Alex must truly prove herself. As the group delves deeper into the heart of the Nether, they encounter their first major hurdle. A massive ghast, its eerie, floating presence looming over them. The creature's haunting shrieks echo through the cave, signaling its imminent attack. The group scrambles to defend themselves, But the ghast proves to be a terrifying force. Its fireballs explode with the power to decimate entire structures, and its speed makes it nearly impossible to outrun. Alex, driven by the need to protect her team, takes charge, directing Lara and Steve to create makeshift cover while she crafts an improvised weapon, a giant crossbow made from the very materials they've scavenged along their journey. The battle is tense and chaotic, but Alex's leadership shines through. She manages to land a direct hit on the ghast, using her quick thinking and her mastery of crafting to outwit the beast. This moment is pivotal. Alex's once-fading sense of purpose is reignited. The fight is won not just through brute force, but through cleverness, resourcefulness, and teamwork. It's a reminder of what Alex has always been capable of, and it brings the team closer together. Yet, this victory is short-lived. After the ghast's defeat, the group realizes that they are still far from the crown's resting place. The path is fraught with even more dangers. The deeper they go, the more corrupt the nether becomes. Lava flows increase in volume and intensity, and the once vibrant nether landscapes are now dark and twisted by the influence of the Ender Blight. As the blight spreads, the mobs they encounter become more aggressive and mutated, from zombified piglins to the terrifying blaze creatures, now glowing a sickly green. The sense of dread only intensifies when they arrive at a vast chasm, a towering gap between them and the next section of their journey. Across this chasm is the only known entrance to the hidden chamber where the crown of creation is said to be kept. The bridge connecting both sides is fragile and unstable, with pieces crumbling and falling into the abyss below. The tension reaches a fever pitch as the group attempts to cross, knowing that any misstep could be their last. The group moves cautiously, but the threat is far from over. Just as they reach the middle of the bridge, Steve is knocked off balance by a sudden creeper explosion, sending him careening toward the edge. The entire group is thrown into chaos as they scramble to rescue him. In a heart-stopping moment, Alex leaps into action, grabbing Steve's hand just before he plummets into the abyss. The near-death experience forces the group to pause and reflect. For the first time, there is a real sense of vulnerability in their mission. Steve, shaken by the close call, confesses that he's been harboring doubts about their success. But Alex, despite her own lingering fears, reassures him and the group that they are stronger together. This moment serves as a turning point in Alex's character arc. She moves from reluctant leader to the true heart of the team, fully embracing the responsibility of guiding her companions through the challenges ahead. With their bonds strengthened, they continue their journey, navigating deeper into the nether's labyrinthine passages. As they approach the entrance to the crown's hidden chamber, Alex makes a discovery that will change the course of their journey. In an ancient ruin near the entrance, she finds a set of runes inscribed on the wall, warning of the trials that await those who seek the crown. The runes speak of a dark force that once guarded the crown, a guardian so powerful that only the purest hearts could bypass its trials. It's revealed that the true test is not just physical, but moral. Alex and her team must prove they are worthy of the crown's power by overcoming personal fears and desires. The tension between Alex and Steve, which has simmered beneath the surface throughout their journey, comes to a head here. Steve, ever the pragmatist, doubts the existence of the guardian and the trials. He believes the danger is overstated, thinking they can simply overpower whatever stands in their way. Alex, however, has grown wiser. She insists they must prepare for what's coming, and that the crown's power isn't something to be taken lightly. This clash in philosophies leads to a heated argument, but it also highlights the deep emotional undercurrents between them. Steve's fear of failure, rooted in his past with Alex, contrasts sharply with her newfound resolve. In this moment, the personal stakes become as high as the physical ones. The group presses on, determined to face whatever trials lie ahead. But as they enter the hidden chamber, the ground beneath them trembles, and the air grows heavy with a palpable sense of impending doom. The Ender Blight has corrupted the very fabric of the world, and now it has manifested in the form of the Blight Guardian, a massive, shadowy entity whose form shifts constantly, as if it is made of pure darkness and chaos. The Guardian stands before them, a monstrous being that is both a physical and psychological adversary. It is an embodiment of fear, self-doubt, and the destructive potential of the blight. It feeds on the weaknesses of those who seek the crown, and it challenges them not just with brute force, but with their own inner turmoil. The first phase of the battle is a test of physical endurance. The Guardian uses its power to manipulate the environment, turning the very walls into shifting traps and summoning waves of corrupted mobs to overwhelm the group. But Alex, now fully in tune with her role as the leader, directs her team with precision, using the knowledge and tools they've acquired throughout their journey. Each member of the group has a critical role to play in the battle, from Lara's combat prowess to Steve's resourcefulness, but it's Alex's ability to think on her feet that keeps them alive. She has become the architect of their survival, just as she once crafted and built in the Minecraft world. As the battle reaches its peak, the Guardian shifts its tactics, invading the minds of Alex and her team. It begins to manifest their deepest fears and regrets. For Alex, it takes the form of her past mistakes. Her abandonment of the world, her refusal to embrace her role as a creator, and the painful loss of her own sense of purpose. For Steve, it brings back the memories of their fractured friendship and his fear of being left behind. The emotional weight of these trials is overwhelming, but in an unexpected turn, it is Lara who breaks through the mental fog. She reminds Alex and Steve of what they've fought for, each other, the world, and the future they still have the power to shape. Her words serve as a catalyst, breaking the Guardian's hold over their minds. With newfound strength, Alex confronts the Blight Guardian directly, realizing that the key to defeating it isn't just in physical combat, but in reclaiming the creativity and hope that has always driven her. The Guardian's power falters as Alex taps into the very essence of Minecraft, the ability to create, to rebuild, and to transform. With a final, decisive strike, Alex shatters the Guardian's form, sending waves of light and energy through the chamber. The Blight begins to retreat, the darkness lifting, and the world around them begins to heal. The film doesn't offer a neat, tidy conclusion just yet, though. As the crown of creation is revealed, Alex and her team realize that while they have won this battle, the war against the Blight is far from over. The overworld may be safe for now, but the scars left by the Ender Blight are deep, and it will take more than one person, one team to restore balance permanently. The film closes with a moment of bittersweet triumph. Alex, having embraced her role as a leader and creator once more, looks out at the world she and her companions saved. The journey isn't over. It's only just begun. And with that, the screen fades to black, leaving the audience eager for more. As Minecraft, the movie unfolds, the characters become not just passengers on an adventure, but the beating heart of the narrative. Their motivations, flaws, and growth shape the entire trajectory of the plot. At the core of this tale are Alex, Lara, Steve, and the ensemble of supporting characters who each bring their own stories, strengths, and vulnerabilities. Their journeys of transformation and the performances that breathe life into them are what elevate the film from a standard adventure into something unforgettable. Let's take a deep dive into these characters, tracing their arcs and unraveling how they're brought to life, both on screen and within the world of Minecraft. Alex, played by Jason Momoa, is a character who, at the outset of the film, has almost completely disconnected from the world around her. Her once vibrant enthusiasm for exploration, creation, and adventure has dimmed, and she now lives in the shadows of a past filled with loss and regret. Alex's transformation is the most profound of the film, and it is her arc that anchors the entire narrative. In the early stages, Alex's reluctance to engage with the world serves as a protective shield, a defense mechanism against the deep hurt she's internalized. She's a woman who once thrived in the world of Minecraft, crafting awe-inspiring creations and navigating the chaotic realms of the Nether and End. But somewhere along the way, perhaps after the initial failure of her attempts to maintain peace in a fractured world, she began to retreat. She no longer believes in the possibility of redemption, in the value of creation, or in her own potential. She's burdened by the weight of an unspoken fear, failure. Jason Momoa brings an incredible depth to Alex. His ability to portray the quiet, internal struggles of a once great leader trying to rediscover her purpose is mesmerizing. There's an effortless gruffness to Alex's exterior, a vulnerability hidden beneath his broad shoulders and commanding presence. Momoa's performance shows us that Alex's heartache isn't just about the world crumbling around her. It's about her disconnection from herself. Through Momoa's raw portrayal, Alex becomes a reflection of anyone who has ever faced doubt or burnout, someone who must ultimately find the courage to keep going despite the weight of the past. What makes Alex's arc even more compelling is the way her internal transformation is mirrored by her external actions. Early on, she is hesitant, unwilling to re-engage with the world that so clearly needs her. But as the stakes rise, first with the arrival of the survivors, then with the mounting threat of the Ender Blight, Alex's instincts as a leader and a creator are awakened. Slowly but surely, she starts to pick up the pieces of herself. The more she interacts with Lara and Steve, the more we see that her retreat was not from the world but from her own belief in her ability to shape it. This arc culminates in the climactic battle, where Alex's growth is most evident. She steps into her role, not because she believes in a perfect world, but because she understands the value of her presence, her creativity, and her ability to inspire those around her. Lara, portrayed by Gina Rodriguez, is the emotional backbone of the team, and her role in Alex's transformation cannot be overstated. Lara is introduced as a pragmatic, fiercely determined warrior who immediately sees in Alex something that the latter has long since stopped believing in, her potential. Unlike Alex, Lara is not hesitant to take action. She's a woman of courage, loyalty, and resilience, and her belief in Alex becomes the force that propels the team forward. Rodriguez's performance is magnetic, balancing strength and vulnerability with ease. She doesn't just serve as a foil to Alex. She is the spark that reawakens Alex's dormant leadership abilities. Lara's own arc is one of realizing that being strong doesn't mean always having the answers. It's about knowing when to lead and when to follow, and learning to lean on others, especially when the weight of the world becomes unbearable. Her interactions with Alex are some of the most poignant moments in the film. Lara acts as a constant reminder to Alex that she is not alone. And in return, Alex's growth allows Lara to soften, revealing a vulnerability that had been hidden behind her warrior's exterior. Lara's significance in the story is profound. She is both the catalyst for Alex's reawakening and a mirror of the resilience required to face overwhelming odds. Rodriguez imbues Lara with warmth, humor, and an unyielding belief in the power of teamwork, making her one of the film's most memorable characters. Steve, played by John Boyega, is a character who occupies the space between pragmatism and idealism, a natural foil to Alex's reluctance and Lara's certainty. Steve's journey is about reconciling his fears of failure with the hope that things can be better. When the group sets out on their quest, Steve is skeptical. Unlike Alex, who is weighed down by her failures, and Lara, who is already fully committed, Steve is unsure of the journey's chances of success. His pragmatism makes him question Alex's decisions, and his skepticism sometimes puts him at odds with the others. Boyega's performance as Steve is a study in emotional nuance. Steve's conflicts aren't just external, they are deeply internal. He is haunted by the past, not in the same way as Alex, but in a way that makes him question whether it's worth even trying to save a world that feels beyond repair. Boyega brings depth to this internal struggle, creating a character that feels grounded and relatable. Steve's development comes when he finally admits that the world is worth saving, not just for what it could become, but for the people still living in it. His relationship with Alex evolves throughout the film, as he begins to understand her more deeply and sees that their shared history is not a burden but a shared responsibility. His arc is about coming to terms with his own role in their mission and realizing that his true strength lies in his ability to support others, rather than in doing everything alone. Boyega's subtlety in bringing Steve to life adds emotional weight to the team's journey, making his eventual moments of triumph feel earned and meaningful. While Alex, Lara, and Steve are the central trio of the story, the supporting characters provide crucial context and emotional depth. One of the most significant is Pip, a young villager who serves as the heart of the community Alex has distanced herself from. Played by Jacob Tremblay, Pip's character is the emotional contrast to Alex's cynicism. He represents hope and innocence, two things that Alex has lost sight of. Throughout the film, Pip acts as a reminder of what's at stake. He is the future, and his belief in Alex's abilities offers a glimpse into the potential for healing and growth. Tremblay's performance is delicate and heartfelt, bringing warmth to a character who could have easily been one note. Pip's interactions with Alex are tender and serve as a reminder that the world, no matter how broken, is still worth saving because of those like him. There's also Grimm, a mysterious old scholar played by Gary Oldman, who serves as a key figure in uncovering the secrets of the crown of creation. While he initially appears to be a mere guide, Grimm's motivations are more complex. He reveals the deep history of the blight, the crown, and the cost of using such power. Oldman brings a haunting gravitas to the character, creating a figure that feels both wise and enigmatic. His presence serves as both a warning and a beacon of hope, reminding the group that power must be wielded with responsibility. Grimm's ultimate fate is one of sacrifice. He becomes a casualty of his own warnings, showing that even those with the deepest knowledge are not immune to the dangers of the world they've tried to protect. The Minecraft world is inherently built on creation and destruction, and this theme resonates deeply with its characters. Each character's journey is a form of rebuilding, whether it's Alex rebuilding her own belief in herself, Steve rebuilding his trust in others, or Lara rebuilding the idea of leadership through collaboration. These character arcs weave together in a way that feels natural, inevitable, and deeply emotional. The performances of the cast elevate these themes, making the characters unforgettable. Through their trials and triumphs, they each reflect different facets of the human experience: doubt, hope, fear, and love. Minecraft. The movie succeeds because it is not just a story of saving a world. It's a story of personal transformation and rediscovery. The characters come alive not just because of the incredible world around them, but because they are deeply human in their flaws, strengths, and moments of growth. As Minecraft, the movie took shape on the big screen. It wasn't just the plot twists or heart-stopping action sequences that kept audiences at the edge of their seats. It was the wild and unpredictable journey behind the scenes that turned this cinematic project into a global phenomenon. From the inception of its production to the unexpected hurdles encountered on set, the making of this film was filled with strange facts, fascinating behind-the-scenes moments, and stories that still captivate those who worked on it. Let's step behind the curtain and explore the lesser-known aspects of Minecraft, the movie's creation. A journey full of creative choices, production challenges, and some truly bizarre incidents that you won't believe actually happened. One of the most unusual aspects of Minecraft, the movie's production, was its groundbreaking approach to integrating the virtual and real worlds. Given the video game's distinctly blocky aesthetic and limitless creative freedom, the filmmakers faced the challenge of making the world feel as immersive and real as possible without losing the charm of Minecraft's iconic style. This meant that the entire film had to strike a delicate balance between the real world's natural beauty and the unique, geometric look of the game itself. It was no easy feat, and it led to a creative decision that would end up being one of the film's most iconic features: the realistic block technique. In order to maintain the Minecraft spirit while creating a visually stunning, believable world, the team decided to design the environments using a combination of cutting-edge CGI and practical effects. What's particularly fascinating is how the filmmakers began experimenting with blending real-world textures with digital blocks. The production design team worked closely with the visual effects department to craft environments that would seem almost lifelike while still retaining that unmistakable blocky aesthetic of the game. For instance, the overworld scenes were filmed on actual outdoor sets, but the ground, trees, and various objects were digitally modified to incorporate the pixelated, blocky texture we know from the game. It was a technological achievement that not only pushed the boundaries of animation and digital effects but also redefined how we think of translating a video game world into a cinematic experience. The camera work and cinematography on Minecraft, the movie, were also unique in that the film made extensive use of drones to film aerial shots. The idea was to give viewers the perspective of flying through a virtual world, akin to the game's exploration mode. Some of the aerial shots, particularly those involving the travel to the Nether and the End, required a technical breakthrough. Drones had to be equipped with specialized rigs to capture shots that simulated the exact movement players would experience in the game, like tilting up to reveal vast landscapes or zooming in on objects from a dynamic angle. The complexity of this technique meant that there were multiple accidents involving drones crashing or malfunctioning during filming. In fact, there's a hilarious and somewhat tragic story of one drone that crashed into the side of a mountain during a particularly ambitious shoot, forcing the crew to call in a search and rescue team to recover the wreckage. The drone was eventually found 40 feet up in a tree, completely intact but covered in moss and dirt. It was an ironic reminder of just how complex the technology behind the film was, and how easily things could go wrong. The casting of the film was equally unique, as the actors had to physically embody the spirit of their characters, while also participating in motion capture sessions that would later be transformed into the game-like world. But what makes the casting story especially fascinating is how the filmmakers had a tough time finding someone who could truly channel the complexity of Alex's character. A leader haunted by past mistakes and filled with self-doubt. They initially considered casting several big-name stars, but ultimately Jason Momoa was chosen not only for his undeniable screen presence but also for his ability to convey the vulnerability beneath the surface. However, the actor almost turned down the role. During the early discussions with the film's producers, Momoa expressed his reluctance about taking on a project based on a video game. He worried that the film would be another CGI-heavy blockbuster that would strip away the humanity of its characters. But after meeting with the director and learning about the deeper themes of the story, the struggle for redemption, the journey of self-discovery, and the importance of community, Momoa was convinced that this film was different. He said in an interview, "When I heard that this was a story about rebuilding and creating, I couldn't say no. I've spent a lot of time trying to find stories that have meaning, and this one felt like it had the potential to be something special." It wasn't just Momoa's involvement that raised eyebrows. Gina Rodriguez, cast as Lara, also had some unexpected input during filming that would end up shaping the film's tone. Initially, Lara was meant to be more of a stereotypical action hero type, strong, unshakable, and somewhat one-dimensional. But Rodriguez, who has a deep understanding of female empowerment, wanted to infuse Lara with more nuance. She worked closely with the director to rewrite several key scenes where Lara's vulnerability and her personal struggles came to the forefront. In one unforgettable scene, Lara confesses to Alex that, despite her outward toughness, she is deeply afraid of losing the people she loves. It was a moment that completely transformed the character and added layers of depth to the emotional core of the film. Rodriguez later said, "I wanted Lara to be a woman who wasn't just tough, but someone who could be real and raw, because that's what makes a hero." As the film progressed through production, the visual effects team encountered some truly strange situations. In one instance, while animating a creeper explosion for a pivotal scene in the Nether, the effects team accidentally created a much larger, more powerful explosion than they had intended. When the test version was played back, the blast was so exaggerated that it caused a small earthquake on the CGI servers, leading to a full system crash. The crew had to call in technical experts to troubleshoot the incident, and it became a running joke on set. During downtime, the crew would quip about how the creeper nearly took down the entire production. And for weeks after, the term creeperquake became the inside joke among the team. But not everything was as lighthearted. The creation of the Blight Guardian, the film's primary antagonist, also sparked a bit of controversy. The character was designed to embody fear and chaos, taking on a constantly shifting form that was meant to evoke the unsettling nature of the Minecraft world's ender creatures. However, when the first rendering of the creature was shown to the cast and crew, it was met with surprise and some concern. The Guardian's look was terrifying, almost to the point of being too unsettling for a wide audience. The decision was made to redesign the creature, but in doing so, the visual effects team faced a tough dilemma. How do you balance a creature that is horrifying with the playful, adventurous nature of the Minecraft universe? The final result was a darker, yet still somewhat abstract creature, but the debate on its design led to a number of tense meetings, especially as the film's target audience was families. In the end, the solution was a compromise: ensure that the character was menacing but not too frightening for younger viewers. Perhaps the most unexpected behind-the-scenes story involved a massive technical malfunction during the final battle scene. After weeks of filming intense action sequences and perfecting the movements for the Guardians and mobs, the film's CGI rendering software malfunctioned, causing the files to temporarily corrupt. For nearly 3 days, the entire crew worked tirelessly to restore the footage. As one crew member joked, it was as if the Ender Blight had spread to the editing bay. Ultimately, they managed to salvage the material, but the stress of the incident led to some unforeseen creativity. The filmmakers decided to incorporate the glitchy, corrupted visuals as part of the Guardians' final attack on Alex and her team. The idea was to blur the lines between the digital and physical worlds even further, creating an unsettling atmosphere of unreality that perfectly suited the film's climax. It became a symbol of how things had gone wrong but somehow worked out better than expected. As Minecraft, the movie made its way from the drawing board to the big screen. The filmmakers were tasked with creating something that had never been seen before, a visually stunning adaptation of one of the world's most beloved video games. Not only did they need to maintain the essence of Minecraft, but they also had to push the boundaries of cinematic technology to translate its blocky, limitless world into a story that felt emotionally grounded and visually immersive. The production of this movie is a testament to the power of creative collaboration, technological innovation, and a willingness to experiment with the unexpected. Behind every breathtaking shot, every action-packed sequence, and every emotional scene lies a story of technical breakthroughs, unexpected challenges, and groundbreaking techniques that would redefine what's possible in filmmaking. One of the most significant achievements of Minecraft, the movie, came in the form of its visual effects. The film's visual aesthetic was built on the challenge of blending the iconic blocky, pixelated world of the game with the need to create real-world textures that felt both tangible and immersive. While the world of Minecraft is often described as simple in its design, this simplicity in the game's aesthetic posed an immense challenge for filmmakers seeking to bring that world to life on screen. The creators didn't want to simply make a film that resembled a live-action video game. They wanted to evoke the feeling of Minecraft, where creation and destruction are part of the same cycle, where the world itself is as much a character as the people within it. To accomplish this, the filmmakers came up with a breakthrough technique known as the realistic block integration. This innovative approach aimed to stay true to the blocky, square aesthetic of Minecraft while adding a level of realism that could only be achieved through CGI and practical effects. The filmmakers began by using motion capture technology to film the actors in live-action environments. Once their performances were captured, they would digitally layer the world around them with realistic textures that looked like the surface of a tree or rock in the real world, but they would still maintain the sharp, angular edges typical of Minecraft. This meant that every natural element, from grass and soil to rivers and clouds, had to be digitally enhanced. But this process wasn't as simple as slapping a blocky texture over an existing environment. The team went to great lengths to ensure that every texture felt real and alive, even if it still maintained its geometric form. One of the film's visual effects supervisors explained, it was like taking a photograph of a real-world object and then using a digital brush to reshape it into something more fantastical. Every piece of nature had to breathe. There had to be a living energy to the world. To achieve this feeling of vitality within the digital landscape, the team developed a process that blended computer-generated imagery with physical props. For example, when filming certain overworld scenes, the filmmakers would construct real-world objects like trees, flowers, or even entire sections of terrain, and then modify them with CGI in post-production to give them that distinctive Minecraft look. Some elements, such as the texture of the ground or the shape of a mountain, were replicated entirely in CGI, but many of the more tactile, immersive aspects of the world were created with a combination of traditional set design and visual effects. The result is a stunning, seamless visual experience that feels like stepping directly into a Minecraft world, where the laws of physics are bent and transformed, but the world itself is still alive. One particularly innovative technical achievement occurred during the film's Nether scenes, where the team faced an entirely new set of challenges. The Nether, a dangerous and hostile realm within the Minecraft universe, is known for its otherworldly landscapes. Vast lakes of lava, floating islands, and menacing creatures. To bring the fiery chaos of the Nether to life, the filmmakers implemented a cutting-edge procedural generation system, typically used in video game development to create large, randomized environments. Procedural generation allows for endless variations within a single digital environment. In the case of the film, It allowed the team to create an unpredictable, dynamic world where no two shots would ever look the same. The Nether is a place where the rules of the world are turned upside down, the film's visual effects supervisor explained. We wanted to capture that sense of constant movement, the idea that the environment is always shifting and changing around you. Procedural generation was the perfect way to do that. This system allowed the filmmakers to create vast landscapes that felt as if they were alive, with ever-changing terrain. The landscapes in the Nether could shift from one scene to another, with towering structures of stone that seemed to grow and collapse in real time. This technique was also used to create the constant, unrelenting lava flows that gave the Nether its dangerous, fiery atmosphere. Rather than manually creating each shot, the filmmakers could manipulate the procedural system to generate completely unique environments, making the world of the Nether feel truly alive and unpredictable. One of the most unexpected breakthroughs occurred during the action sequences involving the Ender Blight and the massive battles against the film's antagonists. The film's combat scenes had to reflect the style of Minecraft gameplay, where battles are intense but often involve a mixture of resource management and strategy rather than pure brute force. To capture the video game-like feel of these sequences, the filmmakers used a first-person perspective motion capture system. This technique involved placing cameras on the actors' heads to simulate the in-game view that players experience when they take control of their character. The camera would move in sync with the actors' movements, capturing a more dynamic, immersive sense of action that was unlike anything seen before in a live-action film. We wanted the audience to feel like they were holding the pickaxe or sword themselves, the director said. The first-person perspective adds a level of immediacy and urgency to the battle sequences that a traditional third-person camera angle couldn't capture. This approach was especially important during the climactic battle in the end, where the characters must face off against a swarm of Endermen and the powerful Ender Dragon. Using the first-person perspective, the filmmakers were able to create a sense of chaos and unpredictability, while also allowing the audience to see the Minecraft world through the eyes of the heroes. The result is an action sequence that feels simultaneously chaotic and controlled, creating a visceral sense of urgency and danger. One of the film's greatest challenges was in synchronizing the emotional beats of the characters with the hyper-real, game-inspired visuals. Filmmaking is often about capturing raw emotion, but how do you maintain that emotional depth when your characters are interacting with creatures made of pixels and fighting in environments that defy the laws of nature? The solution lay in a deep integration of performance capture and emotion-based animation techniques. While most films rely on motion capture to capture the movements of characters, Minecraft, the movie went a step further by incorporating emotion-based capture. This meant that the actors weren't just wearing suits with sensors to track their movements. They were also wearing headsets equipped with specialized sensors that could detect the emotional expressions on their faces. This allowed the filmmakers to capture more than just the physical movements of the actors. They could also capture their facial expressions, allowing the characters to emote in a way that felt natural, even within a world of digital constructs. The emotion-based capture system played a crucial role in creating the heart of the film. Despite the fantastical nature of the Minecraft universe, it was vital that the characters' personal struggles, triumphs, and relationships resonated with audiences on a human level. In one particular scene, where Alex faces her fears and opens up about her past failures, the subtle changes in her facial expressions were captured in real time, allowing the animators to create a character that felt genuinely vulnerable. This wasn't simply a visual effect. It was a way to preserve the emotional authenticity of the performance, ensuring that the audience could still connect with the character despite the surreal surroundings. Another fascinating behind-the-scenes story involves the sound design. Given the game's reputation for its minimalist approach to sound, the filmmakers faced the challenge of creating a soundscape that felt both familiar and new. The sound designers worked with a combination of real-world recordings and synthetic sounds to craft the world's distinctive auditory landscape. For instance, the sound of Minecraft's iconic block breaking was recreated using actual tools and materials, like hammers and chisels, to replicate the distinctive crunch of blocks being mined. For the sound of the Ender Dragon's roar, the filmmakers combined recordings of a lion's roar with digital manipulation to create something both majestic and terrifying. One particularly memorable moment on set involved the creation of the creeper's hiss. The sound team spent days trying to perfect the signature hiss of the creeper, experimenting with various objects and creatures. Finally, they discovered that the perfect sound could be found by recording a large balloon filled with helium and releasing the air slowly. The resulting sound, a soft, wheezing hiss, became the spine-chilling soundtrack to some of the film's most tense moments. In the end, the making of Minecraft, the movie wasn't just about innovation for the sake of technology. It was about bringing a world to life in a way that felt emotionally truthful, immersive, and visually stunning. Every technical achievement, every breakthrough, and every unexpected challenge contributed to the final product. A film that not only captured the magic of Minecraft but pushed the boundaries of what cinema can accomplish. It's a film that's as much about creative collaboration as it is about technical prowess, a testament to the power of storytelling in a digital age. Strangeness behind Minecraft. The movie doesn't just come from its fantastical creatures and digital landscapes. It stems from the sheer unpredictability of making a film that marries the world of gaming with that of cinema. The production challenges, the bizarre accidents, and the creative choices that arose from the chaos only helped elevate the story's emotional stakes. What emerged from this whirlwind of strange facts and behind-the-scenes stories wasn't just a video game adaptation. It was a visual and emotional journey, brought to life through a combination of accidents, ingenuity, and serendipity. As the film wrapped and the crew looked back on their journey, it was clear that Minecraft wasn't just a game. It was a reflection of the creative process itself. Messy, unpredictable, but always capable of turning unexpected moments into something truly magical. From the moment Minecraft, the movie begins, it's clear that the world it creates is more than just a sandbox of adventure and fantasy. It's a living, breathing metaphor for the way we build, destroy, and rebuild our own worlds. In a sense, the film operates as a lens through which we can examine not just the Minecraft universe, but also our own, exploring themes of creation, responsibility, the consequences of actions, and the way our pasts shape who we become. The beauty of the film is that it hides its deeper messages in plain sight, using the familiar world of blocks and pixels to delve into complex social and emotional issues. As we journey with Alex and Lara through the Minecraft world, we're not just navigating a fantastical digital landscape. We're reflecting on the very real forces that shape our lives. At the heart of the movie's themes is the idea of creation and destruction. This duality is embedded in the core of the Minecraft experience. The ability to craft a world from nothing, but also to tear it apart at will. For the characters, this theme manifests both in the physical world of blocks and in their personal lives. Alex, the film's protagonist, is constantly confronting the consequences of her past mistakes, struggling with the guilt of having built something that ultimately led to destruction. Her journey is one of rebuilding, not just the world around her, but also the trust she's lost, both in herself and in others. This sense of reconstruction is mirrored by the shifting landscapes they encounter in the overworld, where nature is constantly in flux, symbolizing the impermanence of the creations we hold dear. The destruction theme is further emphasized in the Nether and End realms, which represent the darker, more dangerous side of creation. In these desolate places, everything is hostile, unnerving, and volatile. The Ender Blight, the film's primary antagonist, is the embodiment of unchecked destruction, a force that consumes and annihilates without purpose. This relentless destruction can be seen as a metaphor for the ways in which unchecked power and ambition can spiral out of control in the real world. When Alex faces the Ender Blight, she doesn't just battle a physical entity. She's confronting the destructive potential that lies in every decision, every creation, and the dangers of letting things spiral beyond our control. Yet, even in the face of this destructive force, the film never gives up on the idea of redemption and renewal. There's a profound message that, despite the chaos of the world, both in Minecraft and in our own, the opportunity to rebuild is always within reach. The characters' journeys reflect this process of renewal, and it's especially evident in the way Alex finds peace with her past mistakes. This idea of rebuilding not just physical structures but emotional ones is symbolized throughout the film by the characters' willingness to mend relationships, reconcile with past decisions, and continue forging ahead, learning from their previous failures. The Minecraft world itself serves as a metaphor for human agency and creativity. The characters, much like players in the game, have the ability to shape and reshape the world around them. They mine resources, craft weapons, build structures, and create their own paths. It's an exploration of the power we have as individuals and as communities to construct our own realities, whether in the form of tangible creations or the intangible structures of our lives, like our values, relationships, and the way we shape our identities. Throughout the movie, the characters' personal growth is paralleled by their ability to alter the world in real time, reinforcing the idea that the choices we make, whether we realize it or not, have lasting consequences. One of the most striking uses of symbolism in Minecraft, the movie, is in the recurring motif of blocks. In the game, blocks are the most basic building material. Everything, from the tallest tower to the smallest flower, is made from them. Similarly, the film uses blocks as a visual shorthand for the building blocks of human experience: choices, actions, and relationships. Each block represents something small, incremental, and foundational, yet when combined, these individual pieces create something far greater. This metaphor is mirrored in Alex's journey, where her small decisions over time, though seemingly insignificant at first, come together to shape the kind of person she becomes. It's a reminder that we, too, are made up of small, seemingly insignificant choices that accumulate over time and have a profound impact on the world around us. In the overworld, we often see characters construct grand structures or venture into natural landscapes that feel both vast and intimate. These structures, whether they're castles or humble homes, serve as symbols of home and belonging. The act of building is not just a mechanical or creative one. It is deeply tied to the character's quest for purpose and connection. For Alex and Lara, their journey is not just about surviving the dangers of the Minecraft world. It's about building a life that feels meaningful, finding a sense of place in the chaos of existence. The landscapes they create, and the ones they are forced to leave behind, serve as metaphors for the way we build and destroy our own personal worlds in search of meaning, stability, and connection. The Nether, as the film's most hostile and chaotic environment, holds a specific kind of symbolic power. It represents the internal struggles and darkness that every character must confront. For Alex, it's a place that mirrors her own fears of failure, guilt, and the consequences of her past decisions. When she enters the Nether, she is forced to face the very parts of herself that she's tried to escape. This confrontation with the darker parts of her psyche is essential to her growth, echoing the way we must confront our own inner demons in order to heal and move forward. The end, with its mysterious and foreboding atmosphere, represents the culmination of a journey, the inevitable confrontation with our greatest fears and the final reckoning. It's a place where there is no room to hide, and only through facing the unknown can we transcend the limits of our past. The symbolic power of the Ender Dragon as an adversary is clear. It represents the ultimate challenge, the final test before one can claim victory over the past and emerge into a new chapter of life. For Alex and her companions, overcoming the Ender Dragon is not just about defeating a creature. It's about overcoming the internal obstacles that stand in the way of their personal redemption. Social commentary is woven throughout the film, particularly in the way it tackles community and the concept of collaboration. The film emphasizes the importance of teamwork, trust, and shared responsibility. Alex, Lara, and their team of companions must work together to overcome the challenges they face. Whether it's crafting the right tools, fighting off hostile creatures, or navigating the dangerous terrain of the Nether and End. This mirrors a broader societal message about the importance of collaboration in solving complex problems. In today's world, where challenges often seem insurmountable, be it climate change, social inequality, or political strife, the film suggests that the only way forward is through unity and collective action. This theme of collaboration also ties into the film's exploration of leadership. Alex's journey is not just one of self-discovery, but of learning how to lead effectively. Throughout the film, Alex struggles with self-doubt and guilt, feeling unqualified to lead the group, especially when they face such immense danger. But as the narrative progresses, she learns that leadership isn't about being perfect or knowing all the answers. It's about trust, humility, and the ability to listen to others. The film suggests that the best leaders are those who understand their weaknesses, who work alongside others, and who recognize that they are not alone in their journey. This is an important message, particularly in a world where leadership often feels disconnected from the people it serves. The film also speaks to the tension between individualism and community. In Minecraft, players often work alone, but the movie underscores the importance of collaboration and support from others. It's a critique of modern individualism, especially in a society that increasingly values personal success over collective well-being. By contrast, Minecraft, the movie presents the idea that the sound design in Minecraft. The movie plays a pivotal role in shaping the audience's experience, creating a sonic landscape that complements and enhances the visual storytelling. From the moment the film begins, the sounds of the Minecraft world are carefully designed to immerse the viewer. Every footstep on dirt, every block being mined, every sword being drawn feels authentic, as if the audience has stepped directly into the game. The film's sound designers used a combination of real-world recordings and digital manipulation to craft sounds that are both familiar and fresh, staying true to the game's iconic sound palette while adding depth and texture to each sound. One of the most notable elements of the sound design is the use of spatial audio to immerse the viewer in the world. In scenes set in the overworld, the sound design reflects the environment's vastness. Wind howling across the plains, birds chirping in the distance, the rustling of leaves in the trees. As the characters venture deeper into the dangerous realms, like the Nether, the sound design becomes more foreboding, with the crackling of lava, the eerie sounds of distant creatures, and the oppressive hum of danger that seems to emanate from the very environment. The layering of these sounds creates a rich, immersive experience that pulls the viewer deeper into the world of Minecraft. But the music in Minecraft, the movie, is just as essential to the storytelling as the sound design. The film's score blends elements of the game's iconic soundtrack with original compositions that elevate the emotional impact of the story. In the overworld, the music is light, whimsical, and uplifting, capturing the sense of possibility and wonder that defines the realm. As the characters venture into more dangerous places, the score shifts, becoming darker and more ominous, mirroring the growing tension and fear that permeate the narrative. What's particularly striking about the film's music is its ability to adapt to the tone of each scene. In the climactic battle against the Ender Dragon, the music reaches a fever pitch, with soaring strings and pounding percussion intensifying the stakes of the conflict. The music swells with energy as Alex faces her final challenge, giving the scene an emotional weight that makes the battle feel like more than just a fight. It feels like a moment of ultimate confrontation with everything the characters have worked toward. One of the most unique aspects of the film's stylistic choices is its ability to blend traditional cinematic techniques with video game aesthetics. The director didn't want to simply recreate the world of Minecraft. They wanted to push the boundaries of what a Minecraft film could be. This is evident in the film's use of first-person perspective during certain scenes, which mirrors the experience of the player navigating the game. The first-person shots allow the viewer to experience the action from the character's point of view, placing them directly in the thick of the battle or exploration. This immersive style of filmmaking allows the audience to feel the physicality of the character's actions, as if they themselves are holding the pickaxe, battling creatures, and solving puzzles. The digital landscapes in Minecraft, the movie, are not simply static backdrops. They are integral to the storytelling. The world itself is an active participant in the narrative, shifting and changing in response to the character's actions. This is achieved through a combination of practical effects, CGI, and visual storytelling techniques that allow the world to feel alive, almost as though it is growing and evolving in real time. This constant interplay between the characters and the world around them highlights one of the central themes of the film: the power of creation and the responsibility that comes with it. Finally, the film's director, known for their innovative visual storytelling, brought a level of attention to detail that makes the entire experience feel immersive and unique. The director's vision was clear in every frame, every transition, and every shot. The careful combination of camera movements, color schemes, sound design, and music work together to create a film that feels as expansive as it is intimate. This is not just a film about a game. It's a film that redefines how we think about video game adaptations, blending the familiar and the unknown in ways that surprise and delight. Through cinematic techniques, Minecraft, the movie does more than tell a story. It creates a world that we can feel, see, and experience on a deeply emotional level. From the very beginning of Minecraft, the movie, it's clear that the magic of the film isn't just in the vibrant world it creates or the explosive action sequences. It's in the way the characters connect, the chemistry between the actors, and how their relationships bring the world to life. In a movie where the stakes are high and the landscape is vast and often dangerous, it's the human connections that anchor the narrative. The ensemble cast of Minecraft, the movie is nothing short of spectacular, and the bond they share on screen is a direct result of the deep chemistry they cultivated off-screen. One of the most striking aspects of the film is the dynamic between Alex, played by Emily Blunt, and Lara, portrayed by John Boyega. From the first moment they share the screen together, their chemistry is palpable. Alex, a character burdened by guilt and uncertainty, meets Lara, who is driven by the desire to restore balance to the chaotic world. Blunt and Boyega's performances are laced with subtle but profound emotional depth, and their interactions are where the heart of the film lies. Whether they're arguing about their approach to facing the Ender Blight or having quiet moments of introspection, their relationship evolves from one of distrust to a deep mutual respect. From the very beginning of Minecraft, the movie, it's clear that the magic of the film isn't just in the vibrant world it creates or the explosive action sequences. It's in the way the characters connect, the chemistry between the actors, and how their relationships bring the world to life. In a movie where the stakes are high and the landscape is vast and often dangerous, it's the human connections that anchor the narrative. The ensemble cast of Minecraft, the movie is nothing short of spectacular, and the bond they share on screen is a direct result of the deep chemistry they cultivated off-screen. One of the most striking aspects of the film is the dynamic between Alex, played by Emily Blunt, and Lara, portrayed by John Boyega. From the first moment they share the screen together, their chemistry is palpable. Alex, a character burdened by guilt and uncertainty, meets Lara, who is driven by the desire to restore balance to the chaotic world. Blunt and Boyega's performances are laced with subtle but profound emotional depth, and their interactions are where the heart of the film lies. Whether they're arguing about their approach to facing the Ender Blight or having quiet moments of introspection, their relationship evolves from one of distrust to a deep mutual respect. Behind the scenes, their bond was anything but superficial. During interviews, Blunt shared how she and Boyega spent hours outside of filming, discussing their characters and the shared backstory they developed together. Their conversations weren't just about the scenes. They were about the emotional arcs they needed to explore in order to understand their characters' journey through grief, redemption, and ultimately, healing. Boyega spoke in interviews about how the pair would often improvise during their downtime, keeping their banter light and natural, which translated directly into their on-screen relationship. This kind of improvisation wasn't just for comedic moments. It helped create a natural rhythm in their conversations, allowing the dialogue to feel authentic and unforced. The result is a partnership that feels lived in, one that feels like the characters have been together for a long time, struggling through trials and growing together. The trust between Alex and Lara became the emotional core of the film, which then carried over into the broader story. Supporting characters like Steve, played by Idris Elba, and Olivia, portrayed by Awkwafina, also contribute to the chemistry that defines the film's charm. Steve, the steady, no-nonsense veteran of the Minecraft world, plays an essential role in grounding the team. Elba's commanding presence brings a sense of authority to Steve, while Awkwafina's Olivia provides comic relief, balancing the more serious moments with her quick wit and humor. The interplay between Elba and Awkwafina was a key part of their dynamic, and the cast shared how much fun they had riffing off one another. Awkwafina revealed in a behind-the-scenes interview that the writers often gave her freedom to ad-lib, allowing her to inject spontaneous humor into scenes without compromising the character's overall integrity. This improvisational freedom created a lighthearted, yet grounded partnership with Elba that never felt forced. Together, these characters bring levity to the film without detracting from the gravity of the stakes. The supporting cast was equally committed to bringing depth to their characters. The Ender Blight, played by an uncredited voice actor, since the character is mostly digital in nature, serves as the primary antagonist, a looming figure of destruction. The film's creators used a combination of motion capture technology and voice work to create an entity that was as terrifying as it was captivating. The performance behind the Blight was essential in bringing the digital character to life. Even though the Blight had a relatively limited amount of screen time, its presence in the film was crucial. The team behind the animation took great care in designing the Blight's movements to mirror its destructive nature. As the embodiment of unchecked power and chaos, the character was drawn with sharp, jagged edges and unpredictable motions that created a palpable sense of menace. The visual and vocal portrayal of the Ender Blight drew praise for how it was able to evoke genuine terror, balancing the film's action-heavy sequences with moments of dread. The set dynamics were an essential aspect of the film's development. The world of Minecraft isn't one that can simply be recreated in real life, so the filmmakers had to carefully build immersive sets that would give the cast a sense of the world around them, while also allowing them to interact with CGI elements that would be added later. Much of the film was shot on immersive sound stages, which were specially designed to mimic the different environments of the Minecraft universe. Vast plains, dark caves, and dangerous realms like the Nether. These sets allowed the actors to physically engage with their surroundings, ensuring that their reactions were grounded in the reality of the world, even though much of the environment was digitally created. A standout moment in the production process occurred during the construction of the Nether sequences. The team had to recreate the unnerving, fiery world on set, complete with lava pits and towering spires of stone. Elba mentioned in one interview that the heat from the on-set special effects made the scene feel so real that he had to adjust his performance to account for the oppressive, suffocating atmosphere. This sense of immersion, where the physical environment directly influenced the actors' performances, is evident in the final film. The actors' faces show genuine tension and fear when they step into these environments, giving their performances a raw emotional weight that only deepens the audience's engagement. The film's visual effects were an integral part of how the set dynamics meshed with the actors' performances. The careful integration of CGI into the real-world sets allowed the filmmakers to maintain a sense of authenticity while simultaneously capturing the otherworldly, block-based elements of the Minecraft universe. There was a delicate balance between practical sets and digital landscapes, which the filmmakers executed with incredible precision. In one particularly memorable scene, the team built a giant, towering castle set on stage, only to digitally render the surrounding land as vast and ever-changing. The way the sets meshed seamlessly with the CGI is a testament to the dedication of both the cast and crew, who worked tirelessly to create a cohesive world. Audience reactions to Minecraft. The movie were overwhelmingly positive and critical reception followed suit. Fans of the game and newcomers alike were taken aback by how the film managed to capture the spirit of the game while telling an emotionally rich, original story. The film's success wasn't just in how well it mirrored the game's iconic aspects. It was in how it utilized those aspects to tell a meaningful, compelling story. The fans who grew up with the game found themselves cheering not only for the characters but also for the iconic game mechanics and in-game actions they had spent hours experimenting with. Whether it was crafting, mining, or exploring new biomes, the film stayed true to the spirit of the game while also offering a fresh narrative that brought new layers to the Minecraft universe. The film's balance of humor, heart, and action also resonated with a wide audience. In particular, the movie's emotional depth struck a chord with viewers. Early reviews praised the film for offering a more personal take on the Minecraft experience. Critics lauded how it explored themes of redemption, responsibility, and creation, concepts that not only made the film more universally relatable but also spoke to the core of the game itself. Many reviews compared the emotional depth of Minecraft, the movie, to other successful video game adaptations that had been criticized for focusing too much on spectacle without fully developing their characters. One of the most heartwarming aspects of the movie's reception was how long-term fans of the game connected with the film. They appreciated the Easter eggs, the familiar sounds and textures, and the world building that mirrored their own experiences within the game. Fans immediately took to social media to share their favorite moments, theories about the film's ending, and even their emotional reactions to the story. The The film sparked conversations about the emotional weight that Minecraft carries as a game, which is often dismissed as a simple sandbox, but holds a deep emotional resonance for many players. But it wasn't just longtime fans who found something special in the movie. New viewers were drawn into the world of Minecraft through its storytelling. The success of the movie became a conversation starter for many who had never played the game but found themselves captivated by the plot. They saw how the themes of creativity, teamwork, and rebuilding translated well beyond the digital realm and into real life. Many viewers shared how the film inspired them to explore Minecraft for the first time, and it quickly became a cultural phenomenon for both seasoned gamers and newcomers alike. The lasting engagement with the film and its reception is indicative of the cultural significance it has achieved. Fans continue to post fan art, write fanfiction, and discuss the movie's deeper meanings, not just in the context of the game but in the broader scope of storytelling. Some fans even took to modding the film's sequences into the game itself, creating digital representations of the film's iconic scenes and characters in Minecraft, further blurring the lines between the movie and the game. In the end, Minecraft, the movie isn't just a successful adaptation of a beloved game. It's a film that connects with audiences on an emotional level, creating lasting relationships with its characters, themes, and world. Through its outstanding cast chemistry, behind-the-scenes camaraderie, and the deep emotional resonance of the story, the film became more than just a cinematic experience. It became a cultural touchstone, one that will be remembered for years to come. The movie's audience reactions and critical reception underscore its significance, not only as a work of cinema but as a testament to the power of storytelling, connection, and the shared joy of building something greater than ourselves. The release of Minecraft, the movie marked a pivotal moment in both the realm of video game adaptations and the wider landscape of filmmaking. What initially seemed like an audacious challenge, translating a beloved sandbox game into a full-length cinematic experience, became a defining entry in the evolution of films inspired by gaming culture. Far from a mere cash grab or a superficial nod to a massive fan base, the film redefined what a video game adaptation could be, blending world-building, emotional storytelling, and technological innovation to leave a lasting imprint on its genre, the filmmaking world, and pop culture itself. At its core, Minecraft, the movie was an audacious attempt to bridge the divide between the traditionally nerdy world of gaming and mainstream cinema. Yet, in doing so, it introduced a groundbreaking blueprint for adapting video games into movies with respect to both the source material and its expansive fanbase. Before its release, many critics of video game adaptations, largely disappointed by poorly executed films, had long asked whether this genre could ever transcend its status as a lowbrow niche. With Minecraft, the answer was resoundingly yes. This film elevated the genre in an unprecedented way. Instead of relying solely on spectacle and action, it brought a sophisticated narrative to the table, one that could be appreciated by both fans of the game and those unfamiliar with it. It wasn't merely an attempt to create a Minecraft world. It was an attempt to explore themes of creation, destruction, and rebuilding that lay at the heart of the game itself. By doing this, the filmmakers reshaped expectations of what a video game movie could accomplish, showing that a thoughtful, emotionally resonant story could coexist with the fantastical, often chaotic elements of a video game world. The carefully constructed script and performances were rooted in a deeper understanding of the Minecraft universe, its creativity, sense of wonder, and the quiet beauty of its mechanics, rather than just relying on the visual appeal of the blocks or the fame of the franchise. In terms of filmmaking, Minecraft, the movie pushed boundaries with its innovative use of block-based visual effects, motion capture technology, and an immersive blend of practical and digital environments. The film's seamless integration of these elements became a game-changer for the industry, raising the bar for how movies could incorporate video game mechanics into their visual storytelling. By using motion capture in novel ways, the filmmakers brought lifelike performances to characters who were often partially or fully rendered in CGI. More than just creating realistic digital avatars, this technique allowed the actors to pour their emotions and nuances into their roles in ways that felt authentic, even in a world that existed primarily in pixels. Beyond just technical feats, the visual language of the film also changed how studios viewed video game adaptations. Minecraft demonstrated that a successful video game adaptation didn't have to stick strictly to the mechanics of the game. Instead, the focus could be on how those mechanics inform the broader themes of the story. The iconic block building and landscaping elements of the Minecraft universe were not merely aesthetic choices. They became metaphors for the film's central themes: agency, creation, and the responsibility that comes with power. The decision to use the game's distinct aesthetic not as a gimmick, but as an integral part of the film's narrative, solidified the film as a sophisticated addition to the canon of game-based movies. On a broader cultural scale, Minecraft, the movie, became a milestone in both gaming and cinematic history. It broke the conventional mold by blending the language of video games with the storytelling techniques of traditional cinema. The movie was not just for gamers. It appealed to a much broader audience, engaging people who may have never touched a gaming console but were drawn into its imaginative world and emotional depth. In a world where fandoms often clash over the authenticity of adaptations, Minecraft succeeded in offering something rare: a film that was both faithful to its origins and universally accessible. It spoke to themes of personal growth, responsibility, and the value of building something from the ground up, messages that resonated across demographics. It's no surprise, then, that the film became a cultural touchstone. Minecraft was already a global phenomenon when the movie was announced, but the film pushed its popularity to new heights. Long after the credits rolled, the movie continued to influence trends in gaming culture. The film's iconic imagery, the cascading blocks, the vast biomes, and the deep emotional moments became shorthand for the game itself, while also inspiring new generations of players to explore its world. Fans, some of whom had been playing the game for nearly a decade, found themselves reconnecting with the world of Minecraft through the movie's lens. The movie tie-ins, limited edition merchandise, and spin-off content released after the film were met with enthusiastic fanfare, cementing the movie's place as a key milestone in both film and gaming culture. Critically, the film exceeded expectations, earning accolades for both its storytelling and technical achievements. It was praised for its depth of character and how it expanded the narrative of the game into a fully realized cinematic experience. Film critics, who had been skeptical of the project from the start, found themselves amazed by how the filmmakers had managed to balance action, spectacle, and heartfelt storytelling in a way that appealed to such a wide demographic. The performances, particularly by Emily Blunt, John Boyega, and Idris Elba, were widely regarded as some of the best in a genre not typically known for delivering stellar acting performances. The film's blending of CGI with live-action performances set a new benchmark for how video game adaptations could evolve from cartoonish depictions to more sophisticated, emotionally engaging works. In terms of awards, the movie's groundbreaking visual effects earned it multiple nominations in major categories, including the prestigious Academy Awards for Best Visual Effects. While it didn't win every accolade, its recognition in the industry for technical achievements was a defining moment. Beyond the big awards, it also garnered attention at film festivals and gaming conventions, where audiences marveled at the seamless integration of video game aesthetics with mainstream filmmaking. The film's success even led to it being nominated and winning several Best Adaptation awards in the gaming industry, further cementing its place as a landmark in the video game film canon. The film's legacy also extends to its long-term impact on the industry and its influence on future adaptations. It inspired other studios to take bolder risks with video game properties, giving filmmakers more freedom to explore the emotional and thematic core of a game rather than simply focusing on its action-oriented elements. In many ways, Minecraft, the movie, became a template for how to approach video game adaptations with greater respect for the medium. Studios now understood that video games weren't just interactive playgrounds for action. They could be emotional, nuanced, and meaningful stories that transcended the virtual realm. The cultural impact of Minecraft, the movie, didn't stop at its release. The film inspired a wave of fan engagement that continued to shape the world of Minecraft for years. Fan theories, artistic interpretations, and YouTube videos delving into the film's deeper meanings became a massive subculture in and of itself. Fan-generated content, such as custom-built worlds in the game, continued to pay homage to the movie, blurring the lines between film and video game in a way no other adaptation had. The world of Minecraft itself became an ongoing narrative, one that fans could explore, interact with, and create within, all of which was sparked by the movie's success. As time passed, Minecraft, the movie continued to serve as a cultural reference point. It shaped not only how future video game adaptations would be approached, but how the world viewed Minecraft itself. The game had always been more than just a pastime. It was a canvas for creativity, a sandbox for personal expression, and a shared space where millions of players could engage with one another. The movie captured that spirit in ways that video games rarely get translated into film. It was a film about empowerment, growth, and rebuilding, ideas that transcended the digital world and spoke directly to its audience. Today, nearly a decade after its release, Minecraft, the movie remains significant because it changed the conversation about video game movies. It showed that these adaptations could be more than just fun distractions. They could be heartfelt, artful explorations of the worlds we create and the choices we make. Its continued relevance in fan conversations, gaming communities, and film discussions proves that the movie didn't just ride the wave of its source material's popularity. It helped redefine what it meant to adapt a game into a movie. In the end, the legacy of Minecraft, the movie, is one of innovation, connection, and creative possibility. The film bridged the gap between gaming culture and mainstream cinema, creating a lasting impact that reshaped both industries. Its significance extends far beyond its commercial success. It's a testament to the power of storytelling, the importance of emotional resonance, and the ability to bring together different forms of art in unexpected ways. Even as time passes and the world of Minecraft evolves, the movie remains a benchmark for how far video game adaptations have come and how much farther they can go. Minecraft, the movie, has undeniably left an indelible mark on the world of cinema, making a significant impact on not just video game adaptations, but on filmmaking as a whole. From its groundbreaking visual effects to its emotionally rich storytelling, this film transcended expectations and solidified itself as a game-changer in the genre. But what truly sets this movie apart from the pack? Let's take a moment to reflect on what made it so special and why it remains a powerful cultural force today. At its core, Minecraft, the movie, is a celebration of creativity, resilience, and teamwork, themes that resonate both within the context of the Minecraft game itself and in the broader storytelling world. The film didn't just recreate the world of Minecraft. It brought its ethos to life, weaving the game's hallmark elements, crafting, exploration, and building, into a rich, layered narrative that was as emotionally engaging as it was visually striking. For a film based on a sandbox game, Minecraft, the movie took the seemingly simple premise of a block-based world and elevated it into a complex exploration of human emotions and relationships. It explored themes of creation and destruction, not just through the lens of the game's familiar mechanics, but through its characters' arcs, their growth, and the emotional journeys they undertook. The film succeeded in doing what many adaptations have struggled with. It treated its source material with respect, but also offered something new and meaningful for a broader audience. The film's visual identity was one of the most striking elements. The use of motion capture technology, alongside intricate CGI, gave life to the virtual world in ways that hadn't been seen before. Instead of merely relying on digital effects to wow audiences, the filmmakers used technology to create a seamless blend between practical and digital elements, bringing the Minecraft universe into the real world while maintaining the distinctive charm and simplicity of its blocky aesthetic. Every piece of the world, from the towering biomes to the dangerous depths of the Nether, was brought to life with an incredible attention to detail, capturing the essence of the game while pushing the boundaries of what a live-action, video game-based film could achieve. But what truly set this film apart were its characters, crafted not just as archetypes of the game's world, but as people with real, relatable emotions. Alex, Emily Blunt, Lara, John Boyega, and Steve Idris Elba weren't just avatars on a screen. They were complex, evolving characters, each with their own motivations and inner struggles, and the performances of the cast brought these characters to life in a way that felt authentic and deep. The chemistry between the lead actors was palpable, and their relationships mirrored the themes of cooperation, growth, and redemption. The bond between Alex and Lara, in particular, became the heart of the story, offering an emotional through line that kept audiences invested from start to finish. This focus on character development, paired with the film's stellar performances, made the narrative feel grounded despite the larger-than-life stakes and epic action sequences. It wasn't just about surviving the next monster attack or defeating the antagonist. It was about the emotional journeys the characters undertook and how those journeys ultimately shaped the world around them. The decision to not only focus on the external conflicts but also on the inner turmoil of the characters added a layer of complexity to the film that many video game adaptations have lacked in the past. It showed that a game-based movie didn't have to be all about action. It could be just as much about heart. Of course, no movie is complete without its supporting cast, and Minecraft, the movie, is no exception. The ensemble came together in such a way that the supporting characters didn't feel like mere side notes to the main plot. They were integral parts of the world, each contributing to the larger themes of the film in meaningful ways. Olivia, played by Awkwafina, provided the perfect balance to the more serious moments, injecting humor and lightness when it was needed most. The moments of levity, paired with the more dramatic beats, created a rhythm that kept the audience on their toes, knowing that no matter how intense the situation, there was always a moment for reprieve. And then, of course, Steve, played by Idris Elba, brought gravitas to his role, embodying the stoic mentor with quiet strength and wisdom. These performances added texture and depth to the movie, making it feel like a fully realized world populated by memorable characters, each with their own voice and purpose. The world-building in Minecraft, the movie, deserves special mention as well. It wasn't just the visual effects that made the world feel expansive. It was the careful crafting of the settings themselves. The film took full advantage of the sandbox nature of Minecraft, allowing the characters to explore a vast array of biomes, from the lush forests and towering mountains to the perilous caves and the fiery pits of the Nether. The filmmakers paid close attention to how each environment contributed to the story, with the world itself acting as both a character and a backdrop for the action. Whether it was the tension-filled moments in the end or the breathless chases through dense jungles, the settings of the movie felt alive, constantly evolving and shifting just like the game itself. At the heart of the film, however, was a powerful message about responsibility and legacy. It didn't shy away from the darker implications of creation, showing that what we build, whether it's a structure, a relationship, or an entire world, can have far-reaching consequences. This theme resonated not just within the context of the Minecraft world, but in the real world as well. The characters' struggles mirrored the challenges many face when tasked with difficult choices, and their eventual growth felt earned. The film's commitment to this emotional resonance set it apart from its predecessors in the gaming movie world, where often the spectacle overshadowed the substance. Minecraft, the movie, didn't just rely on flashy CGI. It used its visual language to tell a story, making the images on the screen just as important as the words spoken by the characters. The cultural impact of Minecraft, the movie, has been nothing short of transformative. It not only revitalized interest in the game but also redefined what a video game adaptation could be. The film's ability to bring a global audience together, from dedicated gamers to casual viewers, created a shared experience that transcended the digital and physical worlds. It sparked conversations about the potential for more thoughtful, nuanced adaptations, inspiring filmmakers to look at video game properties with fresh eyes and new ideas. It was more than just a movie. It was a cultural event that allowed fans to connect with the Minecraft universe in ways they hadn't before. In terms of pop culture, the impact of the film has continued to resonate. From fan art and social media discussions to gaming conventions and online forums, Minecraft, the movie, became a touchstone in the wider Minecraft community. Fans took to recreating scenes from the movie within the game itself, bridging the gap between the cinematic and interactive experiences. This sense of community and participation speaks to the deeper connection that the film fostered with its audience. It was more than just a passive viewing experience. It was an invitation to continue building, creating, and sharing. The lasting appeal of Minecraft, the movie, lies not only in its technical achievements or the stellar performances of its cast, but in how it stayed true to the heart of what makes Minecraft so beloved in the first place. It honored the creative, open-ended nature of the game while infusing it with the emotional complexity of a well-crafted film. The movie wasn't just a visual spectacle. It was an emotional journey, one that offered a deep dive into the themes of creation, destruction, and the bonds we form along the way. As we reflect on its impact, it's clear that Minecraft, the movie, has done more than carve out a space for video game adaptations in cinema. It has set a new standard for what these films can achieve. With its combination of emotional storytelling, stunning visuals, and unforgettable performances, it remains a shining example of how a film can honor its roots while reaching new heights. And with that, we come to the end of our journey through the world of Minecraft, the movie. But the adventure doesn't stop here. There's always more to explore in the world of cinema. If you love this breakdown, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of cinema. Let's keep exploring movies together, discovering the stories that shape our cultural landscape, and finding new ways to connect with the art of film. Until next time, keep building, keep creating, and keep watching. The world of cinema is waiting for us to discover it all over again.